Alright, welcome to the RefToons live draw. I will be drawing live today, hence the name, and I'm going to be working on this Calvin's Institutes right here. I've been working on this for a while, and this is a graphic novel project I am working on with P&R Publishing. Presbyterian and Reformed Publishing is what that stands for. This is going to be a long-term project that is going to come out later on, but I am working on it right now, and it's going to take a while to complete this. This is the first book out of 4 volumes that it will be, and actually pretty soon they will be releasing the Illustrated Westminster Catechism in Modern English. This is the Old English version that I have at reftoons.com, but they're going to be releasing a Modern English version of that with a few updated illustrations and, of course, updated text. And they are using the ESV for the Modern English version. So that's coming out June 28th. So be looking out for that. I will be posting information about that through my various social media channels, and I will probably do a video on just that once I get my author copies of that one. So be on the lookout. The Westminster Illustrated Catechism, well, the Illustrated Westminster Shorter Catechism, Modern English. It has a very Puritan name, very long. So that's coming out soon, June 28th. All right, let's get into this drawing. So I have over here in this column is all of the pages I have so far to do. This is 4 chapters of Volume 1, John Calvin's Institutes of the Christian Religion. And so there are, before I even get into drawing some of these, there are some things that I need to do, such as I need to figure out how I want some of these characters to look. And let's see. Okay. So I started to redesign one of the characters. I don't remember where I put it. It's somewhere over here. Maybe it was on here. Yeah, here we go. So let me just turn that off. I need a better setup for my keyboard here. There we go. Okay, I have this lasso tool, and actually I need to figure out which layer this guy's on. There we go. That way I can copy, paste. Alright, now he's on. I'm going to copy that and bring it over to this page that doesn't have anything on it. And so over here, I am going to do some more sketches of this guy, just to kind of establish him as a character. Now, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. This is my ideal software for using or for creating comics. It's like the perfect software for creating comics. It has such a good brush engine, way better than like Photoshop or Affinity Photo or anything like that. And so I just absolutely love this program. So let's figure out this guy's head shape. So he's got this swoosh of hair up there. His hair kind of comes down like this. He's got ears. He has ears. He's got. Is that proper English? Probably not. All right. If you're just tuning in, I am redesigning a character from this graphic novel that I'm working on, Calvin's Institute. This is one of the main characters that is going to be kind of a he's going to be kind of a doubter at first, and he joins Calvin on this little excursion into time, and helps explain to him the different doctrines set forth in Scripture. If you're just tuning in, let me know where you're watching from. I am streaming to you live from Wisconsin, where it is cold and rainy. The rain is washing away all of our snow, which I'm okay with that, because I'm not crazy about snow. Yeah, I want his chin to kind of be a little smaller than that. And his head gets a little big here. And now his body, he's going to be like a little kid person. Asian Rising, 1776, Northeast, U.S. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So this is how I do bodies, at least for my RefToon guys. Even that is a little too miniaturized. I'm gonna try to do something like this. Yeah, let's make him a little bigger like that. In the 50s in Northeast US. Yeah, it's well, it's 40s. It's in the 40s here. I call that cold, but maybe I'm just a wimp. It's 44 here and rainy. Okay, back to the pencil brush. Got him all situated. Now for clothes, I kind of want to do something a little more interesting than just a t-shirt and jeans, because that's kind of my default. I kind of usually default to those types of clothing. Maybe he can have maybe he can be wearing a hoodie. Yeah, let's try that. Zip up hoodie. And we'll give him some jeans still, but And should we give him some chucks? How about some chucks? And he should be wearing like a... I kind of had this idea to kind of change his t-shirt. So like starting out, he was going to have like this stony heart on his t-shirt. But then as he grows in his understanding, it kind of shows that his heart is changing throughout the book. And then eventually, maybe by the end or by a certain point in the book, it turns into just a red heart, like the stony heart is gone. I don't know, just a thought. Just kind of a visual representation of where he is in life, where he is spiritually, and so as he goes through, as Calvin brings him through these doctrines in Scripture, his heart changes. I don't know if that makes sense, or if that would be too distracting. Let's see what a side view of him would look like. We've got some construction going on one of the roads down here. I hear them tearing up the road. Okay, so we've got his sideburns that kind of come up here. Well, actually, they actually kind of come right up to there. Okay, and this side, he doesn't really have that whoosh. The whoosh, is that what it's called? So this is going to be kind of like that. And I made it big just to make it more interesting than just regular hair. So I kind of draw the lines of action. So that's kind of the gestural line of showing that he's just kind of slouched over and just kind of unsure of things. With his hand in his pocket here. His other hand in his pocket. Other pocket, which we can't see it. He's got his sweatshirt on. And then we'll get his shoes here. There, he's just kind of, I'm doing all right. How you guys doing? All right. So I think that's a good enough exploration of this guy and his posture. Now, I'm going to go to one of these other pages. I'm going to grab, let's see here, this person here. Is it here? No, I don't have her there. I'm going to do an exploration of this other character that I have here. And then I'll throw Calvin in there, and then I'll put them all together just to see what they all look like together. This is something that I didn't mean to do that. There. My menu keeps going over there. And now I lost my... There it is. Okay. Let's get the lasso tool. Copy. And bring her over into here. Maybe? Oh no, I copied the wrong layer. That's what happens when I have way too many layers. This one. Copy. And paste. There we go. Alright. Now we'll work on this character. And let me just get rid of some of this extra stuff. It's a little distracting. Okay. Make a new layer. Get my pencil brush. There. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can simplify her a little bit more. And I'm not sure I like the way I drew that ponytail, at least. She's gonna have a cheek going down into her chin there. Okay. Big glasses. And if you're just tuning in, I'm working on John Calvin's Institutes, but I'm working on, so it's a graphic novel version of Calvin's Institutes, but I'm working on redesigning some of these characters that I have, walking with him through the Institutes. So we did this guy up here, and now I'm gonna redesign this girl. Maybe she can have a little bit more volume to her hair. Let's see, how tall was this guy? She can be maybe a little taller than him. There's that line of action. Okay, so that's what's going to be kind of holding her up right there. And then this is leg is just for balance. Okay. Now for her outfit, again, I originally had her in just like a t-shirt and pants, but that's, I just feel like that's kind of boring. What kind of outfits do people wear? Sweatshirts. I have a sweatshirt on the other guy. Well, maybe she would be fine with just kind of like a t-shirt, or it's like a quarter length shirt. That might be good. Just to add a little bit of interest there. And we'll go to there, and then we'll just get these going here. Hello, Stephanie. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh, we have a package. This is exciting. You guys want to see what's in here?
I cut it.
Oh, you did?
Sorry, I took your joys.
That means I don't get to use my knife.
I'm sorry. Well, you can still find something to use.
Sweet. Got a package from Make Stickers. And what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, sweet. These look nice. These turned out good. We have some decals. And guess what decals they are? Visit many good books, but live in the Bible. So we got visit and live. So check those out. Those are available at reftoons.com. And if you order the Visit Live t-shirt at reftoons.com, we will add one of these puppies in there for free. It's not actually a puppy, so don't get too disappointed if you don't get a puppy.
Probably use your knife if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
Or I can use my teeth. That's right.
Do you want to use my knife?
No, maybe not.
She doesn't trust herself.
Well, where I would use it, it would be. I could wreck that top sticker.
Oh, okay. Everybody say hi to Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh. That's never any fun. Losing a piece of plastic in your mouth.
Yeah. That happened to me when I was in high school. Got some plastic in my mouth because my mom made some cookies and
no, it was metal.
It was metal and hard plastic from the beater. My mom was making cookies and the blender broke. It like just shattered to pieces while she was like beating the dough with the egg beater or whatever it's called. And she didn't get all the pieces out, and I took a big bite, and there was chunks of metal and
leave that with you. I'll take the rest.
metal and what's it called? Plastic in my cookies. Here we go. Visit many good books, but live in the Bible. All right, that decal is going on my iPad case. Excellent. Or I could put it on my phone. Cool. Thank you for that, Steph.
I might put it in my cup. Sure, it didn't come FedEx.
Oh, it didn't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's...
It came USPS. Or I mean UPS.
Oh, they typically send FedEx. Maybe they're having issues with
Oh, I thought you meant...
FedEx.
I was making a... Oh, you got the stickers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Donovan, say hi to everyone.
Hi.
Everyone say hi to Donovan. The whole team is coming in. Team. Family. Family team. There. Similar. Same thing. Alright, let's see what she looks like from the side here.
I was wanting to know what you were doing.
All right. Oh, now I'm getting my UPS delivery notification. That's funny. All right. If you're watching, let me know if you have ever read John Calvin's Institutes. I haven't gotten all the way through it. Gotten quite a bit through, and it's good. I really enjoy how he lays out these different doctrines and things. So yeah, I think there we go. I think that's gonna work. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I like that better than this one personally. I think it works better. It's a little more dynamic, and I don't know. I like the bushiness to the hair, contrasting with his kind of more straight hair. All right. Well, now that I have those figured out, I'm gonna have to go through and change a lot of these people. Get rid of that. Okay. Hey, I just want to thank you all for tuning in. If you have any questions or comments, just throw them in the chat box to the side if you're watching on YouTube. Well, I guess that's the only place you could be watching, because that's the only place it's being streamed to. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, just throw them in the chat box. I'm just going to be drawing through this and chatting. I see Asian Rising 1776 has a comment.
I want to see my picture.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
I even did the stuff.
It's an owl, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Looks
It
good.
has a green hat and a purple tummy.
Cool. Good job. My daughter was just showing me her owl drawing that she did. Okay, so here we have my first exposure to the Institutes was an abridged version, extremely abridged. I have the unabridged, and I will read it for a particular subject. Maybe I'm studying. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just like, just get it out when there's a specific doctrine or subject that you need some insight on. I wonder if that's how most people end up reading the Institutes. I'm just going to save this just because it's so massive and so big. I know I heard Sam Waldron once said that he took like maybe a year to get through the Institutes, and what he did was he used his Sunday, his Lord's Day, afternoons to read a little bit at a time until he completed it, and that was his Sunday afternoon resting. And I thought that was pretty good idea. Something that I thought I might have to try that and see how far I get through it. I don't always make time to read things, and so whenever I can get a chance, I try to read, but it's just hard to make the time, especially when there's seems to be so many other things to do. But I guess like taking it in chunks, maybe reading a little bit at a time is a helpful idea. Okay, so I have this this colored version, or this colored page right here, but it's all just one image. I don't have it layered. because I actually lost my original files for this project when my computer crashed. My hard drive failed last year around August, I think. August, September. Maybe it was, yeah, it was September. And so, so I have to actually redo all of this page. So before I redo it, I'm actually going through and redesigning the characters like I just did. And so now I need to add those characters into here. Oh, Asian Rising, you're saying I will get through the abridged version though because it's part of my oldest daughter's homeschooling curriculum and Dad is teaching her. Awesome. That's cool. It's a good thing to add to the homeschool curriculum. Okay, so now, oh boy, where did I put that? There it is. Okay, so now I need to oh, there we go. I'm just going to add it to this. I was trying to figure out which layer I needed to add this to. And I think I'm just going to use this layer right here. Figure out all my buttons here. I have this little controller here that I have shortcut. I have buttons as shortcuts, and so I have one that turns into the hand tool so I can move this around, but I was pushing the wrong one because they're all so close together. Okay, let's undo. Bring that down right there so I can see it. There we go. Pencil. I need that to go down quite a bit more. It's going to be similar to the character I already have there, so I'm following some of these lines. It's just that I feel like, well, to me it's simplified, but to you it may not be, it may not look too much different. Since I have to draw these characters multiple times, I'm trying to make it so that it's easier in the long run to draw them multiple times, but also quicker. So she's gonna there we go. So this line of action follows the spine into the, actually it might be that way, into like down through the leg to whichever one is really creating that line of structure, helping the person to to stand up, like the the leg that's putting all that they're putting all the weight on is kind of what it's supposed to go to. I'm gonna undo all of these. Undo, 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 undo. I'm kind of excited. We are having, what's it called? French toast tonight for dinner. And we get to use the maple syrup that my parents extracted from their maple trees up north last weekend. So that's going to be exciting. I love homemade maple syrup. Especially when they're from your own trees on your own farm. There's just something special about that. All right, let's see. So I don't actually need her whole body. I'm just gonna lay something in here. She's gonna be, I'm gonna, hold on. I have to do something. These are gonna be kids. Kids or teens. I feel like they need to be not just kids, but like high school kids. Maybe they're learning. Learning about Christianity. And this is so the way I kind of have it set up right now is they're just kind of these random people. John Calvin is floating out in outer space, talking about vast amount of knowledge in the world, and these books are stacked up. So I'm talking through this so that I can kind of try and make sense of what's going on here. So he is floating out in outer space, and there is he has this computer, and these people are kind of watching him in outer space for some reason. Maybe they're in like a astronomy class or something, and they're looking at one of NASA's cameras in outer space, and John Calvin comes floating by. So then he jumps through the camera into the computer, and he comes out through the computer into their classroom, and then he pulls out these discs from the computer, as if that's where like he stores all of his magical items. And then starts explaining the difference between the knowledge of God and the knowledge of man. And how you can't know man unless you know God. And once you know God, then you can have a full understanding of who man is. So there we go. Let's get rid of that. And erase this. And let's just throw in some inks and see what happens. All right. So I call it inks, but it's not actual ink. It's just, it's all digital, of course, but this is technically the inking phase of making comics, when you lay down the black line art. So we have oh, I wonder if I should make her glasses like pink or something. I think that would be cool. That way, it's a little bit... Actually, I'm going to bring them down a little bit more, because glasses, they tend to fall down on your face, and so the top is closer to your eyes than the bottom, typically. And so I have too much space up here, I think. So I'm going to change that. Change it on the inks. And then bring it down, and it's going to come closer to her mouth. Do the same with this one. See how that goes. No. There we go. I should have sketched it out first, because now I'm just kind of guessing with the ink brush, which is never very successful. Well, a lot of undoing here at this stage. Sorry about that. That's well, let's do this. I'm just gonna sketch something out here. Well, maybe, I don't know. I kind of like the yeah, I think that's gonna work a little better. Let's redo this. Actually, bring that over a little bit more, because there we go. View, how do I do this? I think there's a way to kind of switch my view so that I can there we go. Flip horizontal, and that helps you see what you're doing. Helps you kind of get your proportions a little bit better. There we go. All right. Oh, let's see here. That's so true. I wonder how much more the likes of Calvin and Edwards would have been able to accomplish if they had a PC, even just for writing. That's so true. Edwards, I think he was the one that had that little spinner rack for his books, where he could fit like 6 books on there all at the same time, and he had them all open to a certain spot, and he just would spin the table to whichever book he needed at the moment. I thought that was kind of ingenious. Now, if he had a computer, he would be one of those guys, well, like me, that has like hundreds of tabs open on their internet browser. Or maybe because they didn't have computers to be a distraction, maybe they got even more done than what they could have gotten done had they have had computers. That I wonder about that. All right, let's try this and see. Okay, I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit more here, and I'm gonna bring my size down. Get the nose on there. And oh. Yeah, it is hard to draw a shape like this. There. Okay, now we'll bring up the size. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. He did pin notes on his jackets and his when he would go for horse rides, and he'd like take notes while he was on like. I saw some like photocopies of some of the notes that have been preserved over time, and they were like really tiny with like a whole paragraph written on it in really teeny tiny handwriting. And I guess his wife would help him remove all the notes from inside of his jacket and wherever he pinned them to. He apparently carried lots of pins with him when he was riding. I'm trying to find where my mouse is. There it is. yes, I'm sure they did have a better memory back then. Okay, that's gonna go right there because this is gonna be Calvin. And actually I need to bring the opacity of that layer back up because that I also will need to redraw because actually I should draw him first because he is in the foreground. She is not. Okay. It's kind of hard to see him underneath all of this stuff. He has a spacesuit on. And so that is... Okay, there's his... Oh, this guy should be in the foreground, actually. Let's get him drawn in here. And actually, I'm going to need to turn the opacity down of this colored one. Go back up in my layers. Go right there. And let's get him laid in here. I'm going to do a thicker brush with him. He's our skeptic. Well, actually both of these kids are skeptics. So they're gonna learn some stuff on this journey with Calvin. They don't know it yet, but they're gonna learn all kinds of good stuff. That was kind of weird. Okay. There's our daily train going by. I don't know if you can hear that. Daily, every few hours. And every night at around 11 p.m. We're pretty used to it, used to hearing it. Oh, that didn't connect for some reason. Well, Oh, that's a little too far back, I would say. Oh, that's my stomach growling. There we go. That's probably a little better. That's right, he's gonna have a hooded sweatshirt on. And a t-shirt. Okay, and I'm just gonna roughen that in. There. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm probably making you dizzy. I just have to move around my my artboard here so I can see what all I've done, and I'm kind of also referencing this spacesuit that he has on just to make sure I'm getting it all. Ah, and now I switched pages. Well, somewhere. It's the page I was working on. There we go. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay. Now, how do his boots look? Okay, we've got that little part there. Okay. Get that going. Now I can add more to this character and get her hair in there. There. Ah. Guess I didn't push the button hard enough. Okay, so there is that. Now I will need to draw the, oh, I see something I don't like. This line right here. Should come more like that. And his teeth need to be in there. This line is overlapping. There we go. And I think that panel is good for now until I go in and draw the rest of the background here. This guy. So he's gonna, I drew this a while ago, this kind of angle from the back of him, and I liked how it turned out, so I'm using it as kind of the information I need for drawing him from behind. It has all these rooster tails. That's what I call them. Except now I need to change him because I gave him a, well, I guess I could keep that maybe. I gave him a hooded sweatshirt. There. That works. And I have this girl's pose laid in, but I don't have her ready to be drawn yet. Okay. Now I need to figure out which pages I will need to change for this guy. So I have them changed there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe? Yeah. He's not actually in this one. 7, 8. So 8 pages that I'll need to change this character in, and that's fine. No big deal. As